What's up, people? VanTX89 here, and welcome to a very special post commentary version of SmackDown vs. Raw. Reason why this is a post commentary version is because this is the fucking Royal Rumble, baby. Technically, this whole video was 37 minutes and 44 seconds. It has been compressed into a big ass spot fest for your convenience and mine. Goddamn time limit. So, we're just gonna have one more of these vignettes, even though technically Eddie and Big Show will not be squaring off. Yes, I can actually remember their actual rivalry, on TV, which didn't last very long. This is one of those standard, normal storyline feuds, if you will. But yeah, seriously, this match can actually take some time. Even more so on Legend difficulty. Thank God that it's only on normal. Otherwise, this would have taken a hell of a lot more editing. So, I'm only going to be showing eliminations and then the very last two, which will also be heavily edited. Sorry about the cuts, people.
The Royal Rumble is here. Welcome to this live pay-per-view event and a joint promotion of SmackDown and Raw. And what a show it's going to be, folks. I'm Michael Cole, here with my broadcast partner, Taz.
Cole, you know this. The Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. Yours truly debuted at the Royal Rumble. 30 SmackDown superstars and Raw superstars battling it out over the top rope in a battle royal for a title opportunity before WrestleMania.
It's the only place you'll see SmackDown and Raw superstars in the same ring, unless you happen to be watching SmackDown this last Thursday.
That was bad, Cole, but it might get worse. Tonight's Royal Rumble match might be the first step in Eric Bischoff's master plan to steal the WWE title from SmackDown at WrestleMania.
We can only hope that a loyal SmackDown superstar wins the Rumble tonight.
Now, with all that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Without any further hesitation. Now let's do it. Now, you do not have to play this if you want to go on a certain path. That's the thing. The Royal Rumble decides everything. If you have actually managed to go this far without a championship. And yes, we're going to be starting off with John Cena and Ric Flair. John Cena was number 1, Ric Flair was number 2. Now, let me clarify. If you do not have a championship, you are going to be competing in this match. If you win, you will have the opportunity to challenge for the World Championship. If you lose, that is where your path branches. And then it'll branch again depending on that outcome. But I'll get back into that because, good God, we're going to be here for a while. So let's actually talk about the Royal Rumble, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Rumble, a 30-man over-the-top rope contest that is held every year in January. And this is just pretty much, something amazing. It's quite the spectacle. It's mainly a spot fest, but shit, it's pretty much setting the stage for maybe a new superstar or somebody who hasn't actually risen to main event status to actually now take that place. You win the Rumble, you go on to WrestleMania, or in some rare cases, you go on to the very next pay-per-view, which would, usually be No Way Out or something. And then you go on to face the champion. Now, if you win there, you go to WrestleMania as the champion, which is actually the case here in this game. If you didn't know all this, that's kind of the reason why I'm explaining it. But if you already know this, if you're already a fan of WWE, you just got there with it. Come on. The Spot Fest is going to start soon. So, yeah, this is pretty much just grooming. Setting up somebody to actually get ready to challenge for the championship, as well as, you know, be up there. And if they get over, then they get over, you know, and they end up with a lot of title opportunities. What is over? Over is basically just being popular, being seen and upheld with the highest regard. You know, just basically, oh, this guy's really cool. Like John Cena. John Cena is over despite, you know, a lot of people, you know, hating on him. And he works. In fact, a lot of the original commentator was for this at the beginning of the match was actually talking about Cena for about 5 damn minutes. I don't hate John Cena. He actually had something coming up, but his friggin' repertoire, it's like they pretty much tried to get traits from Hulk Hogan, being able to get his ass beat and then come back dramatically, you know, and then some traits from The Rock, being very, very popular, very vocal, you know, very verbal, and put them together. So then he's got that attitude as well as that tenacity, you know, and well, it just doesn't work. I mean, yeah, but that's besides the point. See, there I go, talking about Cena again. Next thing I know, the 14 minutes will be up, and then oops. So, yeah, a lot of people are in here. Now, as you can see right there, Kane just threw Chavo out of the ring with very little effort. Super heavyweights have the ability to do that with light heavyweights or cruiserweights. You know, they can actually end up doing a strong Irish whip, throwing somebody over the top rope without having to touch them, you know, while having to push them out, or, you know, they could just heft them up and throw them over. Now, there is that ring out meter as they displayed at the beginning of the match. Now, what you do is you mash a whole bunch of buttons. What I didn't learn until the Stacy Keibler storyline was, well, mashing the directional buttons also helps, and that'll deplete a meter faster. Now, you also start off with the finisher. This finisher will allow you to actually save yourself. It's an auto counter. The second somebody touches you, hit that finisher, and you'll counter out. In some cases, you can also just time it right. If your superstar has enough technical skill, then they'll be able to actually reverse that attempt, like there with the Big Show and Hardcore Holly. That actually leads to some very, very interesting moments. Just when you think that you're about to be eliminated, boom, you turn around and yeah, you're good. You're golden. So, good God, there was a lot of freaking. Now that I've actually finally finished editing this thing, yeah, it really does look like just shit. Wow, there was a lot of guys that came in and got knocked out. So number 29 was The Undertaker and number 30 was Eddie. So here I am dealing with freaking Undertaker, Rene Dupree, Chris Benoit, and Triple H. What the fuck, man? You know, but it's fine. You know, that's the price that you pay, you know, when you end up winning and going to number 30. So I was trying to say, yeah, so you can actually replenish that meter by throwing other people out. But sometimes, yeah, just like before, some people will gang up on it. Now that it's down to the two of us, it pretty much plays like a singles match, but the over-the-top rope rule still counts. So, you know, I'm trying to lose this on purpose. Why? Because two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to win and go on to face the champion and then perhaps maybe lose then, or I can actually do something different for once. Why? Because if you win, this does lead to the Undisputed Championship. Now, there are two other paths that you can take. So one of them is actually, you know, well, they're both determined by you losing. And you'll find out in part 31. You lose, well, might as well spoil it. Shit. Vince McMahon and the general manager will offer you the chance at the United States Championship instead, or the Intercontinental Championship if you align with Raw. Now, you can jump at the opportunity and take it, and that'll lead to you challenging for that title,
I don't think this is about winning or losing anymore,
or,
Cole. I think
or
this has become
you can
personal.
actually decline that and start up the other storyline. What's the other storyline? Facing off, well, actually, no, I'm not even going to say that. The other storyline is pretty much incurring the wrath of Vince McMahon for actually, kind of spitting in his face by rejecting his offer for the second tier title and wanting the main championship. So, yeah, it's a feud with Vince McMahon. Who the fuck didn't see that coming? And twice in the same year? Holy crap. Wait, that's not twice in the same year. I'm sorry, that was Raw and not SmackDown. So, yeah, every game pretty much has that storyline where you end up pissing off Vince and then you have to deal with him. Or maybe you're on the other side and you're actually working with him. So, yeah, those are those are your options. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to split. So I'm going to continue on with the Diva path for this, but I've actually duplicated my save file. And, well, I'll actually be taking on the other opportunity right after. So we don't have to work our way back up to WrestleMania. Instead, I'll actually just show you right there and then from where that is. You do not have to actually play the Rumble match. Just hit skip. If you skip, you lose. That's fine, because this is what I wanted to do. Now, if you actually want that damn championship, you're going to have to fucking work for it. Unless you manage to get to number 30. And even then, number 30 does not guarantee that you're going to have an easy time here, because people will try to eliminate you as soon as humanly possible.
Guerrero's got the lasso from El Paso locked in. Can he get to the ropes, or is
Wow, I just
this
kept
one
going, kept going. But this was not an easy match when I started dealing with Triple H. As you can see, I had to contend with 4 other guys, and, well, I was actually taking some damage. And yeah, I was going back and forth with Triple H, but, as you can see, I've actually done enough damage to him that, yeah, I pretty much weakened him. So, he didn't actually get a chance to take advantage and quickly eliminate him. I wanted to at least put on a show while this was happening, so that it's not like, oh, I just threw the match without anything going on. No, I actually kind of tried to make it impressive, because, yeah, that's usually what it comes down to. When it's the last 2 dudes, boom. I mean, come on, with Here Comes the Pain, it gets down to, like, the last 2 guys, and then it's double elimination, and then they restart the match. But it's like the last 6 are the last 2 dudes. So, here we go. Time to end this. Boom. Simple as that. How's that weekend?
Come on in, we were just talking about you.
Now that you've proven that you're not WWE Championship material, we've decided that you'd make a great United States champion.
So what do you think? Feel like challenging for the United States Championship?
And this is that crossroads I mentioned earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where it all splits, and I'm going to show you the former is actually going to carry on to the good side. The latter is going to lead to the bad side. I'm not saying face or heel. I'm saying how your path is going to be. Are you going to end up kind of taking it easy or going through hell? We'll find out both down the road. U.S. title next time.